Hi, I'm Chema Cabrero, and I'm in charge of the military modeling area at Acrílicos Vallejo. In today's video, we are going to expose several painting processes on the Vallejo Scenics SC233 reference. Wooden pallets are commonly used in many dioramas and modeling projects. Their appearance and aging possibilities make them especially interesting to show both painting and aging processes. Vallejo offers a detailed model of this complement at 1/35th scale. This set includes 4 references made of natural wood in 2 different designs. In this case, we are going to use a model wash reference combined with model air by brush. Natural wood features and how it absorbs washes offer a fast and very realistic result. We will apply several layers covering the entire piece irregularly. Once dry, the final result offers a good base color with real tones. Now, we will apply the Model Air medium gray reference with a brush. Due to its capillarity, it is easy to simulate paint residues on the model. Brush strokes should be applied following the grain of the wood. The final result looks very real, just following these 2 simple steps. Now we will apply a dark brown wash. We will use a flat brush to apply it on the palette, carefully covering the whole surface. Thanks to this reference, the final result highlights and naturally outlines the texture of the wood. Now we will use Model Air references applied by brush. In some areas, we will apply the wash we applied before. Its irregular finish displays a very realistic appearance. Now, we are going to use the sponge method to apply the intermediate yellow reference. Now, we will add tiny dots of paint irregularly. This simple trick allows us to represent a worn palette with traces of paint and wear, although with a very different appearance from the previous one. Once again, just following 2 simple wash steps plus some paint results in a very real, worn appearance. Now we are going to make a mixture of airbrush thinner, a reference from Model Air, and another from Model Color. Now we are creating our own wash, choosing a Model Air reference, diluting it with airbrush thinner in a ratio of 3 parts of thinner to 1 part of paint. The tone achieved perfectly represents the texture of pine wood, of which many of these palettes are made. Now we will use the Model Color Sky Gray reference to simulate remaining worn paint in contrast to the base wood tone. We will create an irregular texture, avoiding unnatural symmetries. On the sides of the piece, we will also simulate paint chips. The final result shows a very real weathering effect, following a different method than the previous ones. Now we are going to see a new method on this versatile reference. In this case, we are going to apply a base coat of Vallejo dark green primer by airbrush. Vallejo's primer covers wood texture without any trouble. Now we will apply the cement gray reference, creating a shadow and light effect. We can notice that the natural texture of wood helps to improve the final result, highlighting all its details. In this case, we are going to use a light tone as a base color, using gray primer and 2 Model Air references. We will apply several layers of primer, carefully covering the entire piece. Once the base dries, we will randomly apply a layer of intermediate blue. Now we create a mapping effect using the same intermediate blue reference with a brush. With the lighter azure blue tone, we create wear and a contrasted effect. Again, an uneven finish will be more realistic. Here we can compare the handsome final result just using these 4 simple tricks on the previously mentioned reference. Now we can see these elements in our model, giving it an interesting finish. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section.